That
Oh my
first day, I'm gonna be
goodness.
like, look, I gotta go to work. Y'all gonna be here alone. Don't tell your pops.
Pulled up to a 12 or 10-year-old's house because they were talking on Roblox and the kid told him to hang out, so he sent the address. Yeah, my kid can't do that.
Parents
There's no,
that watch, she can still send a quick text message or even call them because they have it set up like that. So I do something like that at a young age.
but in
Why would I?
terms of the gap between us just getting smartphones and the generation now in school with ChatGPT on your wrist, oh my god. You are now watching the Westmoreland Bros Podcast. Welcome back to the Westmoreland Bros Podcast. This is episode 58, Kennedy.
I wasn't ready. This is episode 59. We did 58 last time. This is episode
Okay.
59.
Okay, my
Yeah.
bad.
We're back for the people. We're back with the people. You understand what I'm saying? Another
One
day.
with the people.
One with the people. I like that. One with the people. That almost sounds like some Star Wars stuff. I don't know why, but one with the people. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna open it up with a question.
Okay.
We've been at this podcast for over a year now. We just said 59.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
this is just a question that I want to ask because we're seeing it, and when people actually make it to the highest of heights, they always say it looking back. So my question is, why don't people we know personally support us like random strangers do? That's the question. You know what I mean? Because I'll leave it at that. Let me ask that, and then I'll go deeper. I want to ask you that first.
I think there's multiple reasons, but one, I think people are afraid to chase what they want to do. I think they let fear of other people judging them hold them back. And two, I think if they don't want them, like, we're all human, so nobody's better than nobody, but I feel like in their mind, if you were to hit this level that they dream of hitting, but they haven't taken the steps to actually make it happen, it would, in their eyes, you would be like better than them, and they don't want that to happen. They don't want you to hit something. They don't want you to get what they want, you know?
I feel that. I see that. I guess that's where it differs though, because it's like anytime my people, I got a couple different people that do different things on social media that they post. I'm not gonna name specifically what, but
Right.
have I reposted it? Yes. Now, have I been slower to repost it because they don't repost like our content? 100%. Because I'm showing love that is free, that is genuine from me. However, it's like if you really my boy or you're really the homegirl or whatever, it's like, why you not reposting like my stuff? Like, you don't like it, like you don't think it's entertaining, like, and if that's the case, you should like hit me up and be like, yo, I see you doing the podcast, like this is just a random suggestion, even if you don't want to hear it, like I think if you incorporated this, more of this group of people would like it or follow, whatever. But that was my question because we've seen people like Kai recently, Speed recently. I'll leave it at those two, and then some other streamers probably, of course. But like when they make it, they like, yeah, like some of the people who like I grew up with, like they not here with me, and they like because they did not support or they just acted weird. So I was just curious to know your thoughts.
I think that's just how life is, though, because even when Speed talks about how he first started, he's like, man, I just had one viewer, and that viewer just kept me going. And that, I don't even know if he knows who the one viewer was. It wasn't a friend, it wasn't family, it was just one person. So you don't need people's support. You just gotta keep going and doing your thing, and it's very common for them to not support, and it's just it's just the way it is. So
no, I get it. I just think at the early stages and being a year into it, it's just interesting to already like see what actual famous people say, because it's just like, yeah, like when we make it, a lot of people not just gonna come just because we've been cool for my whole life. Like it's not gonna happen because it's about support, bro. I don't care if you're a stranger. I don't care if you're somebody I know my whole life. It's like, bro, like my mom, our mom, every podcast, bro, first comment under the YouTube video. You understand what I'm saying? First comment. I told them they actually watch. Other people, like family in Milwaukee, family outside of Milwaukee, bro, I know for a fact they have only ever seen random clips, bro, because they rarely bring it up, and we talk about family members in these podcasts, and it's like, if you watched, you would have texted or you would have been like, oh, thanks for the shout out. So it's interesting. I just want to bring that out. When me and Z do make it, please understand we understood before you. You understand what I'm saying? That's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted
Fair
to
enough.
say.
Fair enough. I got what's more attractive? Me and Candy are straight
Ooh,
men, okay? And we find women attractive. Okay,
we
women.
do.
So this is strictly about women, of course. So what's more attractive? When a woman has her nails done or when a woman has her hair done?
Mm.
What's more attractive?
I love the nails done, no cap. Because like I like messy buns and stuff, so it's like your hair could be,
Oh,
your hair
okay.
could you could still look cute while your hair is maybe not the in the best shape that you think it should be in.
Right.
But
Hmm.
like nails is like top tier, bro, because it make all the difference, bro. If you with some nasty nails, bro, especially toenails, it was like, what you doing? So I'm gonna have to pick for sure. I've seen it. We've all seen it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll pick nails, bro, is more attractive. Obviously, when a woman's hair is done, wow, great, it adds the beauty. But I have nails for sure, for
That's a
sure.
fair pick. That's a fair. I think the toes is what did it for me. 'Cause, yeah, nasty toenails. Just fingernails. I don't know. I think you can get away with that, but like toes, I don't know,
Yeah,
bro.
because the worst with fingernails, if you're a guy or a girl, we'll just focus since you said women. We'll focus on women. Like with women, with ladies, it's like if your nails aren't done up top, the worst that's gonna happen is you have maybe booty fingers and your nails are just down to like But like
Right,
your feet, like usually from my experience, they attract a little more
man.
dirt. I mean, people
Yes.
tend not to care about. It's just it gets disgusting. It gets real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when
Hmm.
it's when they keep it clean, it's very nice. Keep
Are
them
you
done.
are you more the long nail, short nail? What kind of nails are you talking about here? Just to
And
clarify
I
for the
can't
people.
can't be too long. I don't like when a woman get past like it just I don't even know, bro. You just do actually people say my thumbs are long, I ain't gonna lie. So
They
like
do.
that's a pretty long thumb. So I'm not if a woman's fingernails is probably a little over this, it's just too long. I know I gotta cut my thumbs. It's just something I've never done my whole life. But yeah, they can't be too long. Like the claws, nah, I don't like no huge nails. But they also can't be too short. They just gotta be the right length, When I
So
see it,
you
I
like
know
something
it.
in the middle, in the middle, not medium,
In the video, yeah.
in the middle.
For sure.
Anyway, okay. What's more attractive? A woman with 1 million followers or a woman with no social media?
No social media. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You got 1 million people looking at you. That means you got 50% of them in your DMs, possibly. Like 80% of them is probably men who just adore
A
you and
good
already want to
amount,
talk to you. Like,
right?
nah, I don't even need that, bro. That's too much
No.
exposure, bro. Let me stop saying bro because my cousin brought this out, and I know I just said it like 3 to 8 times right there.
There we
So
go.
yes, sir. I don't need a, I don't need a woman with a high following. I personally don't even want social media. I had this conversation with Zach literally within the last 60 days where I'm like, bro,
Yep.
if I delete my personal Instagram account, do you think it's gonna affect the podcast and stuff? And he was like, bro, it's your life. You do what you want. Obviously, the podcast page and stuff will still be up. I ended up keeping it because it's like I'm one account on top of Z who's always gonna repost, who's always gonna share. So it's
Always.
just like it's always gonna get that extra exposure. So I kept it.
One day
But
you
if I
will
was
step
not,
down. One day you will step down.
when we make it with our podcast, I'll have no need for a personal
No
social because
need.
everybody's gonna know who we are. So I can delete it. I'll be on the Westmoreland Bros Instagram and TikToks, but I do not need nothing personal because I don't. It's just too much.
You
I
can
don't
live your
like
life.
scrolling. I can live my life. Like, come on. Come on.
Agreed.
So yeah,
And
nah,
the
no
la-
social media.
My fault. And the last one. What's more attractive? A woman that is kind or a woman that can cook?
For sure. A woman that's kind. I like a kind woman. You can't be unkind. It's just unattractive, You could
So
be
unattractive.
think, to the men out there, just think about the most beautiful woman you've seen. Maybe it's your girl you're with. Maybe a lot of guys like Beyonce or let me put somebody what Taylor Swift. People like Taylor Swift. I don't know if she's too attractive to people, but Taylor Swift. Who's one more? Uh, Jennifer Lopez. I'm doing that for Tracy. Jennifer
Sure.
Lopez. So imagine those women, and then you meet them, and their personality is utterly horrible. Like they're
Man.
disrespectful, they're rude, they're just not kind. It just like it literally takes everything away. Like your looks are just that. Like that's it. Almost makes you sad for that person because it's like you could be so much more, but you're just rude and mean. So yeah, being kind, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Obviously, I like a woman that can cook, but I can cook. I've lived alone since like 19, 20. I know how to cook. I know what I like to eat. So it's like it ain't the end of the world. Um, but if you're rude, then yeah, that's the end of the world for sure.
100%, 100%. And shout out to the people that listen too. I know Tracy, the Browns. So Tracy Brown be listening. I know Melissa and Chris be listening. And then our parents, obviously. And there might be a few others that are regulars. Feel
Shout
free
out
to
to
let us
them.
know who you are. But yeah, going back to the first thing Kendi said, shout out to the people who do listen. We appreciate your support for sure. But yeah,
Especially
that's 100% true. The kind thing is big, bro. Because there have definitely been women out around that are just jerks, bro. And it's just like it's something that I didn't even realize at the time was so unattractive to me. But it's just like bro, it's bad, man. It's like it's so bad. But what were you saying?
no, I was gonna say shout out to people that do be watching us too. But yeah, it is bad, bro. But it's the same thing. Like if for the ladies out there who are attracted to men, it's like, bro, if a man is rude, bro, you know what I'm saying? Don't be sticking around for that. Sometimes
Absolutely
we be
not.
letting looks take over, or if we've had time with them, if they switch up and they start acting weird, bro, and they don't fix it, get up out of there. Nobody deserves
Facts.
that in a relationship. If you're
That's
married,
deep.
it's a little different. You better work through it. You understand what I'm saying? But if you're just dating, see the red flags and leave.
Skedaddle.
Man, I'm back with it again. I was scrolling through everything I've been doing for the podcast, and I was like, bro, I haven't done pick that logo. You know what I'm saying? You gotta guess it. It's really not pick that logo. I don't know why I said that. I got too eager.
Guess
I got
the
too
logo,
hyper. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna do that again. We're gonna do guess that logo. I missed this, and I feel like you've done good in the past, and we're gonna see how you do today.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is bad. I don't know what this is. This looks. Oh, I don't know what this is. I'm trying to pick out. I'm trying to dissect it. I'm seeing a V, and I'm seeing there's a
Okay.
gap between the V. So it's like, is that LV? Are we looking at Louis Vuitton? Now, I don't think this is Louis Vuitton, because Louis Vuitton is, I think, literally just an L and a V. But this has a mountain on it. So maybe this is. Oh man, I don't know. And it's tough because Kendi has branched out. He doesn't just do sports. The last time he did like the freaking gummy bear dude. So I don't know what this could be anything. I don't think this is.
Do you want a hint?
Yes, I'll take a hint. This is bad.
Okay. So you're doing good with LV for sure, and I'll give you that's not my hint. My hint is this one specifically is a sports team.
This is a sports team. Okay.
This is
L. The first thing I think of is like Las Vegas. I don't know why. We'll say, you know what? This is not an NBA team. We know that. This is not an NFL team. We know that. I don't think this is a baseball team. Wow, there's balloons. I don't think this is a baseball team because I feel like baseball teams be looking like gang signs, bro. And this looks too not gang signy.
gang.
So I think I think this might be a hockey team, bro. Is this the Las Vegas Icebreakers? That's the best I got.
This Zachariah. This is the Las Vegas Aces for the WNBA.
Oh my god, I cooked! I can't believe I just got Las Vegas, and that does like an ace of spades. I don't know why. Oh man, I should. Ain't that so crazy?
So shout out
Las
to
Vegas Aces.
Shout out to WNBA looking like a hockey team. We appreciate that. That was
That's
hilarious.
crazy.
We got the next one coming to you right now. Right now, it should be.
This is an all-time classic
This one
logo right here. It's so classic. Kendi had to take out the lettering in it. This is Dairy Queen, obviously, man. Dairy Queen looks like a pair of lips. I don't know who freaky self made this logo. I don't know if maybe it was her
You gotta
lips
eat
and they
ice
just
cream with your
outlined it.
lips.
That's true, but you eat everything with your lips. So imagine everything had some lips on it. I mean, imagine Hooters had some lips on it. Anyway, so Dairy Queen is a classic place. I don't eat Dairy Queen. I feel like when I was a kid, I craved it more. Cause like, oh my god, they have so much ice cream.
Yeah.
Let's get ice cream. Now it's like there's so many other places that have ice cream. If you live in Wisconsin, you know about Cops. We all know about Culver's for the most part. If you're really broke, you go to McDonald's.
Right.
So it's like, it's just. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised they're still open. Honestly, I don't know how they're open, but yeah.
No, I agree, man. Shout out Dairy Queen. I got some like core memories of just moms taking us just to Dairy Queen. She take
Yeah.
us. We have a good time. Ice cream would be fire. Like you said, as a kid, I think it was just better in general. I don't know if they've changed over the years. I still have them once in a while just because it's in my heart and I think about mom specifically. So shout
Yeah.
out Dairy Queen. We appreciate you making our childhood a little more fun. And we got the third one. So Z is 1 for 2 so far. Let's see how many more he gets. This
Now,
one's good.
I believe this is a debit credit card symbol. But what is the name of the symbol? And
Yes.
the first thing that comes to mind that I'm gonna roll with is this is Mastercard.
This
Is
is MasterCard.
okay. There we go. It's
2 and 3.
Mastercard. Yeah, yeah. It's Mastercard because Visa says Visa on it. And then what other major one is there? Visa, Master. What else?
I don't know. I didn't pick them, but I picked MasterCard, so that's what I'm sticking with.
Yeah, and I don't know why that this is even the logo. It doesn't look like anything. It looks like those things in school where it's like there's two different things, but in the middle is like what's in common. I don't understand why this is a Mastercard logo, but I mean it is. So the
Yeah.
more you know.
Shout out MasterCard, man. We got another one. So you're 2 of 3. We got two more
Oh,
for you.
this is this is tough because we know this. This is a sports channel
Mhm.
for short. Not sports channel. This is a news channel. So this is in SNBC or ABC. I don't know. No, ABC is black. It's a black circle. This might be
Yep.
NSNBC. Now, what does that stand for? I have no idea. So, is this NSNBC?
That's almost right. So, one, I would have just taken NBC. That's the short
And
one. But you decided to go ahead and go crazy and try to do the whole thing. Pause. And you said NSNBC, and it is MSNBC.
hmm. Okay, I got that wrong. What does that stand for?
Yeah. I don't know, but it is. It's like a news station though, like you said. But I always call it NBC. That's why when you added the 2 extra letters, I had to look it
NBC.
up because I'm like, I think he is right, but nah, you were off by 1 letter. So that was close, but not quite.
It's a
Let's
very.
see
I
if you
like
can
the
get this fifth
logo.
one. How
It's very. It's definitely them.
I
No
do
one else
too.
has it.
How confident do you think you're gonna get this last one and try to go 3 or 5?
Uh, 10 out of 10.
All right, let's do it, man. It's coming to you right now. I think you should get it as well. I think it should be guaranteed.
This is AT&T, and this is a good logo. This is a
There
good
we
logo.
go.
This might be, it might be one of the better logos for like, phone internet companies. Honestly, because like, who else would it be? Spectrum is just their name. Roadrunner literally had Roadrunner, but I don't even think Roadrunner exists anymore. AT&T looks like
I don't
kind
think
of a
so.
globe chopped up a little bit. Yeah, so I don't know. They might have. T-Mobile is just like a pink T, so it's like they might have the best logo in terms of companies. Now, are they the best service? I'm not gonna say that, but
No.
yeah, it's a good logo. It's a good logo.
Yeah, no. I put this at the end just because last episode I spazzed on one of my old jobs, so I want to burn another bridge with AT&T. I hated working for AT&T. Their service is trash. I used to sell phones, and they have a 6 month time period. So if anybody cancel within that 6 months, then AT&T is gonna backdate you and take your money. So it was a horrible job to work for. The service was annoyingly, like literally trash in the cities that I worked in. In Milwaukee, talk. If anybody in Milwaukee sees this who I sold the AT&T phone to, I apologize. I sincerely apologize, bro. I thought they was actually good service, bro. It was horrible. So I'm sorry to y'all. My manager was funny. I won't name his name because he knows who he was. But the first time I applied to the job, he didn't even hire me, and he told my mans at the job, "We're not gonna hire him because we don't trust him with the fleet car. We just don't think that he'd be able to drive a company car and be responsible." And I'm like, "How in the world do you disrespect me that much and you don't even know me, fam?" And I've had jobs my whole life, and it ain't nothing, no smudge on my resume. You see what I'm saying? So I found that out. Then they hired me like the second time because they told me to reapply months later because they needed people. But I never forgot that disrespect that the supervisor said. And when I was on his team, let me tell you, man. Hmm, yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna tell you too much, but yeah, shout out that manager. You just gotta be careful on
Don't
what you say,
incriminate
bro.
yourself.
Don't talk about people you're about to hire to people that know them at the job, bro. That does not make sense, bro. It makes absolutely no sense. And I want to go a step further. I was late to the interview the second time, and it was because I overslept. And I told them I had a flat tire and I had to get it switched. And I told them that because I knew on my truck I already had a donut on there, so my point would be proven without me even proving my point. So when I pulled up to the job interview, I told him all this. So when I left, he stood at the entrance to see how my tires looked, and he was like, "Oh yeah, he had a donut on his car, so he did have a flat tire." Gotcha, hello mans, I finessed ya. Just wanted to let you know that AT&T, please never hire me again. I'm burning bridges. I love the job I'm at. I'm never gonna come back to your horrible company. Burning bridges with AT&T. Z, what we got next, man?
Woo! Candy's. This is a new segment called "Burning Bridges." All right. Anyway, what's the right? What's the right age to give these kids these things, or to let them do these things? So basically, I'm calling this "What is the right age?" We're talking about kids, okay? Not in that way. Anyway, what's the right age to give a kid a phone?
Like I don't know, bro. It's such a different world, bro. 5-year-olds have
I
phones.
know.
I think even before that.
I
they did.
know.
However, my kids are gonna know how to walk on the street. They're gonna know how to walk home, or they're gonna take the school bus home. So we don't need to call mom and dad after school to get picked up or anything like that. When you're at school, they have phones all around, so you don't gotta be worried about, oh, if something happens, how I'm gonna contact them. However, this is where it kind of gets a little more interesting, where maybe they would have some type of device at school, because even I think one of my our little cousins, Addie, she shout out Addie and AZ, she has a watch, Apple Watch, and if she needs to communicate like in an emergency situation wherever she's at without her parents, that watch she can still send a quick text message or even call them because they have it set up like that. So I do something like that at a young age. Why would I do that? Because there's so many in the United States. There's so many mass random shootings that involve schools. So for that reason of protection, I definitely wouldn't want my son or daughter in a situation where they couldn't communicate with me at all, and then they have to, oh, where's the school phone? No, we're not doing that. Like, stay safe, be hidden, or get out if you can. And contact me on an Apple Watch because it's just as good as a phone. However, I can monitor it a little better, and you're not going to be on it like a phone because it's not as easy. So I would give them a watch early on. As far as a phone, though, I'm thinking probably like preteen or teenage years. Teenage years for sure. Like 8th grade, I think you can have a phone. I don't know if I'm gonna say before that. I really don't. 6th grade, I think is maybe the earliest stuff. So I don't know. Somewhere preteen, teenage, but they'll always have.
So
the
what
Apple
age is
Watch.
that? What age is that? Like 13? Teenager?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, are we talking iPhone 18? Are we talking flip phone? Are we talking?
Nah, I'm not gonna go back in time with a flip phone. I'll still get them a smartphone, so it's like it's usable and it's not like too hard. It's what am I trying to say, bro? It's more convenient to have a smartphone. It's easier to operate, and on top of that, there are parental controls on all these devices. So it would be me doing my research on, okay, what parental controls are needed, like this, that. Okay, cool. And then obviously I'm gonna always have their location, because that's a huge safety feature.
And would you pass down, because we have old iPhones, would you pass down one of those, or
Yeah,
you would
for
just buy
sure.
them?
No, it'll be an older
Okay,
one. You're
bet.
not gonna have the newest of the new. I expect you to drop it, break it, crack it, and when you crack it, you can come crying to me about it, but you ain't gonna get a new one. If
Okay,
it
fair
still
enough.
work, you gonna keep it.
Alright, next one. What is the right age to leave a kid home alone?
Cool. I don't have any kids, so thank goodness CPS can't come pick them up. I don't know, man. That also depends. 10 years old popped in my head because my kids should definitely be responsible by 10 years old. However, I had a big brother, so it's like if I was like 10 and he was 12, so I was still with a pre-teenager, and then I don't really know when they left like Zach alone. I don't really know, bro. I say I don't know.
I don't
10
know.
sounds like a good age. If my kid ain't got common sense by 10 years old, then I did something wrong, bro. Maybe he not my kid for real. So I say 10 years old with the common sense I raised him with and the skills of life.
Common sense. Don't. If someone rings this doorbell, you don't answer it. Okay, that is the common sense. And I seen this one crazy video the other day. It was, I believe, a 38-year-old pulled up to a 12 or 10-year-old's house because they were talking on Roblox, and the kid told him to hang out, so he sent the address. Yeah, my kid can't do that. There's no Roblox in the house, okay?
Yeah.
None of that address sending to 40-year-olds, okay? Uh, anyway, what's the right age your kid can have social media?
Probably, realistically, probably not to like high school, ninth, 10th grade, maybe like 10th grade. Ninth grade, it just depends on what kind of how my kid is, bro. If my kid is like me, he'll be okay with it in ninth grade. Oh my goodness, excuse me, my allergies been acting up the last couple days. But ninth grade, if he's like me for sure. If he's a little more less like me, I guess, I don't know, like 10th grade, you just gotta know how to manage it, bro. I don't want you to waste your life on it. And I need them to understand that the internet is not real, it's a facade. So that's the major key right there. Just understand that it's not real life. They understand that right away, you can get it earlier. If you don't, then you gotta live in the real world a little longer to get it. Just that simple.
Okay, fair enough. And that's it. That's the right. Wait. So what age was that? 15, 16?
I don't know, whatever age is ninth grade. I think so, 14 to 15, something like that. 14 to 16.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Sounds good.
Yeah, 14
That's
to
the
16.
ages. So for a phone, you said preteen, so 13 or 12 or 13. Being left home alone, 10, and then social media, 14, 15.
Yeah, and I don't think ladies are gonna like this out there, but that's unfortunate. If I have a son, then he's gonna be 10 at home alone. If I have a daughter, then she might have to be about 12, 13. She's gotta be a little older.
Man.
If
Nah,
I just
for
have
real.
one kid,
For real.
that is. If I have one kid, yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. You better than me. My answer was 18 for all of them.
That parent, huh? Boy, oh
I
boy,
want to
your
make
kids
sure
don't
they're
like
okay.
Uncle K.
No,
Oh,
they're
yeah,
not
you're
going
that
to Uncle
parent.
K's house.
Your kids are gonna
They're
love
not
Uncle
going to
K,
Uncle
buddy.
K's house.
Oh,
They're not
yes,
going
they
to Uncle
are.
K's house.
They're spending the summer with me, buddy. They're gonna be like, send me to Uncle K's house for the summer. Yeah, come on down. That
Oh, my
first day, I'm
goodness.
gonna be like, look, I gotta go to work. Y'all gonna be here alone. Don't tell your pops. Funny stuff, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that new segment. I look forward to more in the future. I'm hitting them with another classic segment. You know what I'm saying? Zach it looks like he almost gets annoyed sometimes with these, but he ends up loving them. We got memory lane again, buddy.
I already knew
memory
it.
lane,
I
my
already
boy.
knew it.
We
I
got
already knew it. When all else
we got some
fails,
pictures coming to
memory
you right
lane.
now.
Bangers. These are bangers right here. These are some of the best books.
Yeah.
Do they even make these books anymore? Honestly, I don't know, because I guess I stopped caring when I got out of school. But when you were sent to the book fair and you got to go there and buy books, quote unquote, I didn't read books. For someone who read books, I'm sure you were stocking up on the new Harry Potter or whatever they were writing. But in terms of myself and people who didn't read books, Guinness World Record was the best book to read, because you just start flipping through it. It was like having a phone before a phone. You just start flipping through it and seeing all this. You seeing all this crazy stuff. You're like, what? This person laid on 300
Yeah.
cats on top of Empire State Building for 24 hours? How'd they do that? You get what I'm saying? So it's like things like that were just amazing. And I think I might even follow the Guinness World Record page on Instagram. I don't know. But that yeah, this is definitely crazy, and they always make the books really colorful and fun to watch. And I feel like they cost a lot because I don't recall ever even buying one. We just read through them. But yeah, this is a classic book.
It was just yeah, it's something we pick up at the fair, or they would just have them in the library sometimes, like the older years, and you go in there and look at them. I love these books. The only thing I hated, which I learned as a kid, is sometimes the cover of them you could scratch and it makes that weird sound. That sound to this day drives me insane, and I can't. I
Really?
can't touch stuff like that. If I touch something like that, bro, I get freaked out. Like I'm like, oh my god, like it's disgusting to me. It's literally a cringe I have. Fun fact, I can't do it, bro. I cannot do it. We got
Number
number two coming at you.
two.
It's
Look at this. See, this is classic right here, man. This is classic, and I believe these were folders as well. Maybe I'm tripping, but I believe these are folders as well.
hmm
But either way, these were used to prevent people from cheating. Looking over at your neighbor's desk and getting a number or getting a answer. And it's so funny because as you can see, this kid right here has a watch on. Nowadays, you probably got ChatGPT on your Apple Watch. So, I mean, this is really just helping them cheat even easier now. I mean, cheating is beyond easy. And even in school, like, I had Google towards the end a little bit. Like, obviously, Google has been around for years, but it's like, smartphones started becoming, really big when I was in high school. Because I remember in eighth grade, I had a flip phone, and that was like groundbreaking. So, yeah, smartphones are becoming more popular. Uh, so we had it easier than like my parents' generation, so to speak. But in terms of the gap between us just getting smartphones and the generation now in school with ChatGPT on your wrist, oh my god, that gap is tremendous, bro. It's so huge. So yeah, this wouldn't even help anybody nowadays. But back in the day, this prevented cheating.
This saw one of the craziest ways of cheating. The girl had a pencil. What is that called? Oh, man, crap. What are they called? The color pencils. I think
Pencil
that's what it's
holder?
called. She had a color pencil box, and in the color pencil box, like you saw the different colored pencils, but she zoomed out, swiped over, and got the answers because it was on her phone. Then swiped back to it being the box. I'm like, wow. I'm like, they getting good with this. Like, she was too smooth with it, bro. She was too smooth with it. But yeah, these at least at the school that we went to, these were also our folders. They'd be like, all right, put up your folders. Like we put up two folders, and then it was what it was. It's anybody who
Man.
was not good in this and whatever subject it was. This was your nightmare because you could not cheat. If you looked over that folder, it was
Oh.
cut, bro. That teacher saw you.
It would be so obvious. So obvious.
So obvious. We got another one coming straight to you. I hope you remember this little finger game that women usually did, girls did in school. I think you'll remember it. I don't know what was always in it, but
Yeah,
it went crazy.
I don't know what to even call this game. I don't know who started this game. This is kind of just something that I'm sure if you went back and visited like a school or whatever, you would see some random person doing this. But yeah, you would tap one and and usually the ones I remember at least would be like numbers. So you would tap like a three, like where pink is, it'll be a three. Tap it, they're like one, two, three, and it'll open a different one. And then you tap that and it'll open a different one. Like, I don't know how they made it even to this day. I don't know, maybe I should learn how to make that. I don't know, but yeah, it's that's I don't even know what do you even call this. Like, I don't even know what to call it. I don't even know how to look this up. But I genuinely like the finger game. I don't know, but yeah, this is definitely a classic that passed the time by in class that I don't know how to do.
Yeah, I don't know how to make them now. I remember back then, like I would see the girls make them, and like they'd be writing this stuff in there. So back then, I definitely like knew how. I have no idea how, but this was a classic game. Like you said, you're bored in class doing nothing. Maybe it's downtime. Maybe it's just you don't want to focus. And literally, like you said, all right, let me pick four. Oh, one, two, three, four. Then it goes somewhere else. Then one, two, three. Like
Yes,
it was just
yes.
classic, bro. It was just classic, bro. That's all. So we got something coming to you that I don't even know if kids use nowadays because of electronic devices. They might not even have these anymore. I'm not sure.
Bro, when I first pressed this, I thought it was a bunch of rocks. No, these are abused erasers. Honestly, I don't know if they have these today either. I'm assuming so. because I don't see why they wouldn't. But yeah, I mean, and the artwork on this is just people being bored. Okay, when you're bored in class and you're looking for something to do, and you don't have freaking social media to carry you through to scroll, you just did stuff like this. Okay, you did stuff like this, which is our brain rot, so to speak. So yeah, this is these are damaged erasers. And honestly, has anyone ever? This is a challenge. Has anyone ever fully used one of these erasers? It gets broken, stolen, lost, or messed with like this. I've never seen anyone actually use a full one of these erasers. Now on a pencil, I've definitely seen it. People use the pencil, you know, that eraser is really small. You can burn through it. But these, I've never seen
Yeah,
someone use a full one. Never.
I agree. I agree. That was classic though. Classic erasers, bro. And this is we're ending it with the classic. I don't even know what this was. Well, it says it on there. This is a classic show, classic clips that we will watch to help us, just like Bill Nye did. This person did too. You know, these individuals.
Yeah, what is this called?
I think Brain Pop is right there. Brain Pop on a shirt.
Okay, yeah. I remember the face, but that's about it, bro. I remember the face and that's about it. And this is going to one of the things I remember vividly. Remember when I was in high school, I would ask my dad about his high school experience, and he would tell me he doesn't remember. And I thought that was the craziest thing. I was like, how do you not remember? And you know, I'm living in high school. I'm like, this happened and that happened. How do you not know? And now that I'm 28, I can see exactly how, because life goes on. Life goes on outside of high school, people. And if you're in high school and you think high school is the end, it's not. It's not. It's really not even the beginning, bro. Like high school is such a small dot in your life, and the only way it will be bigger is if you found your significant other through high school. That's probably the only way I can see it being bigger. Or if that's what you're gonna do for your career, is be like a high school teacher. Outside of that, high school is so small. So I do remember
Yeah.
this picture of these people, but I don't remember much else about them, if I'm being 100% honest, man. I don't. But these are definitely classics. These are with the Bill Nye and Miss Magic School Bus of the worlds for sure.
100%. Yeah, I saw it, and as soon as I saw both of them, I'm like, whoa, I remember watching them. Like you said, I mean, I don't remember everything they taught me or what they were saying. I feel like they were more science categories, if anything. But I just remember the little robot beat bopping and the white dude just understanding what he was saying and just translating and teaching us. So shout out Brain Pop. That was what it was called. I just Googled it. I see the whole little
100%.
cast of animated characters. But yeah, that was the little throwback today for memory lane, man. I thought it would just throw in a few of the good ones.
Great memory lane. Great memory lane. I think my favorite. I don't know. There's a few good ones, bro. The erasers were good. The Guinness World Records is a touching one, and then the cheating is also great. Cause I mean, people be cheating, bro. I don't know. I think it's probably between the erasers and the Guinness World Record, bro. The Guinness World Record, that kind of hit different. It was kind of like a what is it called? School field trip, but without leaving the school, or something like that. Cause what
Yeah.
class do you even take where you would go to to look at the books? Like what class is that? So I think it was like kind of like a field trip almost at school.
I agree, man. So that's his top three. You know what I'm saying? The other two, they're good, but that's his top three of the day for memory lane. All right, man. We just wrapped up another great podcast. But Z, we need the quote of the week, man. Tell us what we got this week. Come on.
Short and simple. You're not behind. You're building.
Make sure to like, comment, share with everybody you know, and subscribe.